Hi, my name's Helen, and this is my channel, Helen Mary Jo. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're returning, thank you. And if you're a Hells Bell, hello. I haven't gone mad. I am here showing you my CurrentBody LED mask. Now, I've shown you this before, and I've shown you the one before this before. And I am going to be honest with you and say that I got out of the habit of wearing it and I started to notice the difference, and I started wearing it again and you started to notice the difference. So I have got an amazing offer today, another Black Friday deal, and I know you're probably thinking, you know, what is it with all the Black Friday deals? But they are brilliant. So if this is something you're looking for, this cost per use is going to be, very achievable. Probably no more than an expensive face cream. And if you use it for years, not as much as any face cream. So my code is HelenCB, which I will put on the screen here. And it gives you 20% off from the 10th of November to the 8th of December, which is the biggest discount that they will offer on this mask ever. Now, if you have watched, I watch Nadine Baggett, who I very much respect, and not all the time, you know, I dip in and out. And she was on this morning saying that this was the best one on the market, the CurrentBody LED mask. And Wayne Goss, the makeup artist, said the same thing. And that's good enough for me. And they said that it's all about these lights and how many lights they've got, and also the intensity of the light. So yes, you can pick one up in Aldi, but it isn't the same thing. Don't kid yourself. These are this silicone now that gets so close to the skin, because that's very important. Although I think I told you before, a friend of mine, it actually cured her rosacea, so she's very happy with it. And this is so soft and comfortable and very, very easy to use. And if you find, I've got a big head, so I don't have any problem holding this on, but there's another strap here that you can put on which holds it on the top of your head, because it is important that it's in the right place and it sits close against your skin. And I would say, if you can't quite afford it, or maybe your family are looking to what to get you for Christmas or a birthday or anything, even if you have to go halves or whatever, this does make a difference. It's proven to make a difference. I've got nothing on my skin at all. And I'll put a little picture up in the top here, which is my before, and this is my after. And apart from a bit of mascara smudged under my eye, I think it's pretty good. I'm very, very pleased with my skin. I'm 68.5 now, heading towards the big 70, and I'm happy with how I look, and aren't I lucky, you know? So, a lot of it is genes, a lot of it is skincare, but this actually helps your skin to rejuvenate and do away with the very fine lines and wrinkles. But it's all about, every one of these bulbs is tested and it sits close to your skin. So don't be fooled. You're better off, if you're looking at buying one of those cheap ones, put that money to one side and wait until you can afford what I would call the real McCoy. So as I say, I've got Helen CB gives you, I keep looking because I want to be sure, 20% off site-wide. So anything else on the site as well, not just this mask. But I am back using this now, and it's just like anything. It's a habit and you have to get into the habit. And if you drop the habit, you drop the habit. So that's the mask. And fill your boots if you are looking at getting one of those. And then the next thing I'm going to do is a quick makeup. And I'm doing something today which I might regret, because I'm doing one side skin. I'm talking skin today, really, more than face. I'm using the same eye makeup. But I don't know if you guys have noticed, you know, the girls on the telly or anywhere really, they kind of got this glow about their skin. And I don't want to look like I'm having a hot flush. I don't want to look like I'm sweating, but I do kind of want to have that youthful glow Wouldn't that be nice? When you've got it, you don't even realise how lucky you are, do you? But so I, you know, Googled it as you do, and it seems to be, this is the big product that everyone talks about, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, and this goes on under your foundation, or you can just wear it on bare skin. And everyone says that this ELF product is a dupe for this. So I'm going to use one on each side, and then I haven't got a Charlotte Tilbury foundation because they are expensive, but I have got a Dior foundation, which is in a similar ballpark amount of money. And then I've got a Primark foundation. I have got an ELF foundation somewhere, but I can't find it. So I thought, you know, staying in the economy brand. So I'm going to do one half one and one half the other, and we will see. Aren't I bonkers? So I've got different brushes so that we don't kind of muddle them up. And I am going to put a primer on because I want it to be really fair. I'm not using my YSL primer because that has got a bit of glow to it as well. And I didn't want to kind of muck up the results really. I was going to say queer the pitch, but I'm not sure that you're allowed to say that. I've got no idea. And then I'm going to put on, I must remember to only do one side. One thing I don't like about this too much, it's the same with the ELF one, is that it's not in a pump. So, you know, you are putting the same product on your kind of, you're using the same applicator every day. So if you did have anything a bit untoward, you'd be dipping it back in the pot and whatever, but I'm kind of okay. You can see the shine on that already. So I better brush this in before I do the other side, or I might end up with an absolute shambles shop, as my mother would say. I mean, you can really see the glow there straight away, can't you? I mean, I have got a light on because it's so overcast. So that's that one. It's fine. Now I'll put the ELF one on, and this is called Halo Glow. I will put everything in the description box. They are, when I asked on Charlotte Tilbury, I said about the colours, and she said, you don't have to worry too much about the colour because they're almost translucent. It's kind of what they're supposed to be. They're not a foundation. They are almost like just a highlight of your whole face in a way, I suppose. I remember to use the other brush. Where's the middle of my nose? I have been using it. As ELF, that's Charlotte. Is there much difference? I don't know. This one is a bit darker, isn't it? But it's not actually, if you look at them in the pot, it's not a lot different. I mean, this is $29.50. It nearly killed me to buy this, to be honest with you. I was like, really? So then I will put, I don't want to put a ton of foundation on because, you know, I'm not going anywhere special. I say I'll probably see Katie later. I did notice the other day, actually, I had it on. That's quite kind of yellowy, that foundation, isn't it? But it was colour matched to me, so I'll probably blot this off a little bit afterwards. I'm not, you know, I don't need to be this made up today. Well, I don't never need to be this made up, do I really? That's the Dior. I mean, that's really expensive as well. I can't remember how much, but it having a funny moment. And then this is the Primark one, which is the airbrush, which is probably their version of the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush. Oh. Oh, good Lord above. Bit over the top there, Helen. Of course, I put on as though I was doing my whole face, and I was just doing one half, wasn't I? But what I'm trying to see is if the finish is different. What I have taken to doing, if I do wear this, is I do use a bit of powder where I don't want it. Now, what's the verdict? I can't see any discernible difference in the results. And that's what we're looking for, isn't it? Is the results. I'm just going to matte this off a little bit because I feel a bit overdone. I can't see a difference, and that's the truth. Maybe the staying power will be different, but I don't know. So, and then what I got, all about the glow, dear. I'm going to put some blusher on, and this is just a really old Bobbi Brown blusher. You can see how much I like this one. And putting that quite high because I'm trying to lift, not droop my face. And then I got this product, which actually is what I think I'm liking the best. And I got this on a Boots £10 Tuesday, and it's Liquid Glow Stay In by a company called Saku, I don't know, but I'll link it in the description box. And this, obviously, because it was £10 Tuesday, was £10, but I think it should have been a lot more. And this one, now this, you know, if they can do it, why can't they do it? It's got the pump, or it's got the stick. Now I am just going to use the pump, and I'm just going to pop a little bit on my finger. I'll put it on the back of my hand first so that you can see the glow on that. And although this is, because they didn't have a lot of choice of colour, and this one is called Sun Daze, D-A-Z-E. But it doesn't matter because it kind of just disappears into like a tint. And it just gives that glow on your cheeks, which is kind of what I was looking for. Can you see? And you know, I think if I'd have seen this first, I wouldn't have bothered with the other things, because that gives me that, I just want that little bit of where the sun hits. You know, you can put a tiny bit kind of up here, and you can put a tiny bit on your nose. I mean, you know, it's you just have to try it and see, really. I mean, you know, it's like all of these things. It's just a bit of fun, and I really enjoy this stuff. I always have, I probably always will, and happy days. So I'm not putting a lot of eye makeup on, just a quick bit. This is my little naked Urban Decay little naked palette. Look at that. That tells you how much I like this. And I'm just going to put a little bit of the brown just on the edge of my eyes. Just going to use my finger because I didn't bring another brush down with me, and just go underneath a little bit too. I'm not doing liner or anything else because I'm not doing a full face effectively. It was really for the skin part of the equation. But it's like everything. It's like decorating, it's like baking. You've got to start with the base before you can achieve anything really. And that is all about your skincare, isn't it, really? And as I say, by using the mask, I'm still using my own YSL mascara. I think we all want to look our best, don't we? And if you can afford it, if you've got family that, you know, maybe they could club together and give you half, but get it now for Christmas or your birthday or whatever excuse you need. That's how I roll anyway. That's my eyes. Just a quick makeup. And then I'm using, these don't have colours on, but it's this colour from number 7 eye pencil, lip pencil. As you know, I always go around the edge and then fill it in, and then I've just got this lip crayon, which is a Makeup Academy one, MUA one, in a pink. And we're nearly there. So just put on my gold chain. I always wear jewellery, whatever, every single day I wear jewellery. I never ever don't put in a pair of earrings or a necklace. I've got these little dangly pearls from Mania. I like these. And I thought with this navy top, they look good. Well, I wouldn't be wearing it otherwise, would I? Take the clip out. And that's me. So that's my makeup. That's my latest obsession. It does look a bit scary, doesn't it? A bit Halloween-y, but it takes so few minutes in the day, and I usually put my lenses in before I put it on, and then I just look at my phone or whatever, and it beeps and it's done. Done and dusted. So yeah, what do we think, girls? That side, not a lot in it, is there? I think this is about £7 or £8, and this is £29. So put your £20 towards the mask. Anyway, that's me. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.